Greetings, one and all. Testing the mic. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think everything is good to go. Refreshing the stream on my end because it likes to glitch as of late. All right. So we got a late start. My apologies. All right, we are all set. Well, I saw some of the updates that people have been mentioning about, and I'm not liking some of the changes. But alas, it's going to happen. Is that close? Nope, of course not. I was on the wrong side of the map when that guy appears. Alright, I forgot to set this up over here. And put myself into game chat. Alright, so if this is your first time coming around here, which is not normally going to be the case, especially early on, these are our community Fortnite days. Basically, it is the opportunity to get a chance to have casual conversations that many times go into some pretty heavy subjects. Wait a minute, is this area new? Or have I just never been out here? What the? I didn't mean to do that. Well, there is some pretty strong wind outside right now, so I'm not sure how long the stream is going to go for. We'll go as long as I kind of can, but with the reality that it's not guaranteed to be stable enough. Who's shooting at you? There you are. How do you get past? Little peculiar. Now, for people to join in on these games, you have to be a part of our Discord. Now, I've had quite a few people over the years reach out and ask to do one-on-ones, so we don't do that around here. If you want to participate, you have to be a part of the community. That is the long and short of it. And if you don't want to be a part of the community, well, I'm sure there's plenty of other places you can go to play this game with friends. Now, I understand some people, they want the chance to kind of show up streamers. Well, you're probably going to show me up anyway. I'm not very good at this game. I'm mediocre at best. But I don't have a need to try and show off to other people. But I remember that there was a moment when I was just getting started, when this actually was something where I actually half thought to do that, but I didn't follow through with it. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I found out that person ended up like going from place to place trying to get challenges. Oh, greetings again. BFDI. Yes, I remember you from, I think it was last week, wasn't it? It was within the last 2 weeks. I remember that. How's it been going with you? Wait a minute, has this guy always been a purple item? I thought it was slightly different shade. Sorry, a slightly different hue. That's the correct term. Mom's birthday is today on the 25th. Dandy. Hopefully you all have a good celebration planned out. You know, that reminds me of... Oh. Took a while for them to take him down. I remember a birthday that my family had years ago. And it was... we were traveling, and we didn't really have the ability to do much of a celebration. But it reminded us just the importance of just being in each other's presence, and that being enough in many occasions. In fact, I would dare say it's the most important thing, regardless of what our culture sometimes mentions. I know businesses like to say that, oh, it's about family, but then they'll conveniently always try and throw in like some sort of sales pitch at the same time. But it really is about family first and foremost. What we don't need is all the things the companies try and sell us. That's the one thing that it's kind of interesting. We'll tolerate an advertisement that mentions, oh, spend time with family while you're in our business. It's like, okay, how about I spend time with family, but not at your business? Thank you very much. Oh, I just realized I'm putting Yoda in a cloud when that happens. So last night, I came across a really neat feature in Blender. So I have struggled with rendering the 3D animations I've been doing in Blender for a long time. Well, last night I found out something brand new. Something quite groundbreaking. Now, granted, there are other people out there that have known this for a long time. I didn't. And I've been using the program for years. This is a new feature, and I did not know what to do with it until recently. See, Blender has a hard time rendering. Most software do. And some people have been relying upon AI. Well, there is actually something else that has happened, and that is the actual code for rendering has gotten better. And so you don't need to rely upon randomized, you could say, random AI glitches to kind of fix the problem. Any sort of smudging or blurring. Greetings there, Bastion. For a limited time special, you can get your family somewhat undivided attention. Yes, indeed. How you doing, sir? Has your volunteer work started yet? And if so, how has that been going? wish I had that rail gun right now. Ooh. Hey, oh, that's right, bullet drop. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm just going to get out of here. So rather than rely upon AI blending of the frames, turns out that if you up the sampling gets faster and faster. That is new. I've done that before and it never did that. So apparently with one of the recent updates, Blender went from going kind of exponentially for high sample rates to suddenly being swift and exponential in its speed. That's a huge, huge update. He can't get across the water. So I got a full shot rendered, and I got to look at it after the stream because I don't know how it turned out, but from what I was seeing, it looked great. Hey, Mini Godzilla. Shoot. So funny to see that guy jumping around like that. Not yet. Took this time to apply to more jobs. Best I got was took the time to review your profile, but phooey. That's so rude of them, honestly. I mean, how do you build the workforce of the future? I honestly, a lot of companies, they're like idiots right now. And I do mean that. There's so much potential right now to kind of help people. Oh, wow, that hit hard. To get people kind of prepared to do better. It's like they don't care. They intentionally want to manage the downfall of society. It makes no sense why they're not willing to kind of cooperate and help. But then I realized a lot of people, they don't value family. They kind of want to just rush things. So is it any wonder that they don't want to hire people if they have to kind of help train them and whatnot? It's unfortunate. Well, I hope that something turns up for you, sir. If I was able to hire you, I would definitely give it a shot. But alas, I am a pauper by comparison, and so I have no business. But, you know, that being said, I am actually getting ready for something next week for people that are interested, and that is a Blender event where people of all skill sets are going to get a chance to showcase their work and maybe learn a little bit about team building and for animation projects. Yeah, the boss has 2 stages. The first one being right now, and when you defeat him, it goes to stage 2, which is the island. It's more harder, and when you kill him, you get the loot. Oh yeah, from the guy earlier. Take that, Anonymous. Hello, where are you? Oh, you're right over there. Surprise. Wait, is that Godzilla? The villain? That is indeed, and he's gotten the ability to turn invisible. Turn invisible on me. Come on. Ooh, golly. He's not ready to fight Godzilla, apparently. Even though it looks like I'm carrying one on my back. They're everywhere. Let me be. I just want to run away and drink my blue drinks. No, this is not energy drinks. This is just pure water. Hopefully that Doge tracker will help them with all that. Their money isn't going down the drain. Shoot. Camouflage. The one thing to make Godzilla more terrifying. He appears out of nowhere and destroys your city, then disappears again. That is going to be a sequel coming to a theater near you. Godzilla Unseen. It also goes by the Monster Phantom Menace. Or the Phantom Monster, yes, that's what it is. How about for mobile for Blender events, but instead maybe a drawing event for mobile? You know, that could be interesting. That's very interesting. Huh. I'm going to have to think on that one. Yeah, because I remember you mentioned that you were kind of limited in some of the equipment that you have, and that you were wanting to learn some of the digital drawing and whatnot. I'm going to think about that. Because actually, I know a couple of people in that boat. All right, so let me see. Where is the promo? Oh, my promo is missing. Why? Because I had it on a different window. So let me grab this again. Where is this? Put it on the drive. Here we go. Greetings, Bastion. All right, let's see here. I put it right here. Bingo. All right. So, we'll show this a couple of times before the end of the stream today, but this right here is the first ever official Blender Challenge taking place next week. We don't have an official start time. I'm sorry. We don't know when people are going to be available. We're going to give it a shot all the same. I expect this will become more standardized next month. But you know, it does make me wonder, based upon what, I gotta think of a better term for, sorry, BFDI. That's a bit of a mouthful. How about we'll just go by Fan right now. Fan mentioned about the, about something that is more kind of friendly to people that don't quite have the equipment. And you know, that is actually something that I've heard 3 times over this last year. Not for a competition, but just the ability to participate in things. And one guy, he doesn't even have a legitimate pad of paper. I mean, sure, he has paper, He chose like one of the worst brands that he could have because he didn't even have the money for a good pad of paper. So, what do you do in those sorts of occasions? I mean, if you're somebody who really wants to get somewhere, you target the kind of the top of the industry. And that's what this whole competition is designed not to do. See, I know a couple of people that would love more than anything to really find a way to connect with pros. I'm less interested in doing that. I mean, it would be great, honestly. I do not discount the importance of having pros as kind of a staple. I mean, you can do some really neat projects with them. But that's the thing. They already have a space. If I wanted to get in on one of those competitions, you know I couldn't. And I have a lot of experience in this stuff, but not enough. So I thought about, like, hey, you know, there's a lot of people that don't have those skills to be able to compete in the larger projects. Why not offer something where people can have a variety of entry points? People that are brand new is going to be the entry point for this first one. Eventually, there could be the chance for other competitions that take place throughout the month. This is right now is the only one we're doing each month. But come summer, we might have an entirely different set based upon the feedback that we get. By the way, if people enjoy it, be sure to tell us, because your input will gauge how much we can kind of put into this whole endeavor. Bots. Oh no.
I don't think my game is working. I just kept on pressing buttons and nothing was happening.
Uh-oh, that ain't good. Think it might have happened as a result of the update? Or was it just that you lost connection?
Well, I've been moving around, and whenever I pulled out a weapon, it just showed me without anything in my hands.
Uh-oh, that ain't good. Ooh, golly, that was close. Alright, we're going to get the Bastion up, and hopefully the game will come back for you. If not, we'll have to try and figure something else out here. So when I was at college, I got to participate in a 48-hour film challenge. That was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I got to actually showcase my work for the first time in a way. And it was very embarrassing. Oh, sure, the video turned out fine. But there were some students that took to humiliating us for our effort. They mocked the project. And it was so bad, it kind of impacted my friend in a very negative way, and he didn't really invest into his own craft as much as he probably would have if he had gotten some sort of encouragement. Now, if you were to get the chance to showcase your work, and you've never done it before, you would be very nervous. And you would just be hoping that somebody somewhere enjoyed it. Now, I know, tough being tough is important. To get stronger at your... Well, music is going on constantly. There we go. You have to get better and tougher skin. But you know what? Some people that do that start becoming too tough. And they start becoming cold and a bit heartless. You don't want to do that. You want to be tough, able to rebound. You don't want to become cruel. And I've seen that with a lot of people in my field, where the moment that they kind of get some fame, they become cold and heartless. Oh, you see Godzilla from up there? Alright, I'm gonna take that as a yes. Oh, yep. Godzilla. I can't hit him from here. Oof. Oh, there we go. Critical. Must have hit his armpit. Wait, are the... Is his back fragile? Yes, it is. Interesting. Good to know. Alright, I'm going to find this vehicle. By the way, it looks like your weapons are working now, Bastion. Is that correct?
Yeah, they started working again.
Alright, huzzah. Find me a... Find me the shield first. I would do a competition, but I don't have any viewers, or at least not much, and I kind of suck at drawing. But with effort and time, I'm good and creative. So, I had the benefit of getting to grow in secret, you could say. And when I was early on in my filmmaking career, I made the terrible mistake of showing family members. Not my immediate family, no, relatives, extended family. And I got humiliated with it. They were groaning. They did not like what they saw. They were very discouraging. Now, typically I would think that family members would be encouraging, but they weren't. And I understand why. To them, they saw the poor quality, and as a result, I bottled up. I did not talk to anybody about my creative ideas. In fact, there were people I knew who were telling me, yeah, you should be showcasing your stuff left and right. And because of how my relatives behaved, I intentionally did not... oh, look at that. Well, we did a lot of damage to him. Because of that, I never showcased my stuff until that 48-hour film competition. And I wasn't willing to really put myself in there for it. Someone else did it. Someone else asked for me to participate in his video. And I did, and it turned out well. But he was also the one that then was put on full display for people to criticize. And then he felt what I felt. So it's very unfortunate for him. Greetings, BR Jason. Oh, I wouldn't become cold and heartless with fame. I'm already cold and heartless without fame. Oh, BR Jason, we know you're better than that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. Why can't I get up there? Okay. Okay. Gotta get up. Gotta get up. How do I do that? Here we go. Oh, dang. That guy hit hard. I messed up on that jump. But anyway, so my friend suffered the same frustration and discouragement, and we had a long talk afterwards. And while we were talking outside, walking around the lake at the center of the campus, he was not doing well. He started bemoaning the fact because, like myself, he had struggled very much to try and find his way at the school. And this was his opportunity to kind of let people know he had more to offer, and because no one wanted to work with him at that point. I would have worked with him in the past, but we weren't ever in the same kind of classes for most of it, and so we got that one chance to work together. But then he got that taste of failure, and he just never really reached out again. Not in the way like he did then. Discouragement is tough to get through. And that's one of the reasons why I want this event to go much different. I want it to be about encouraging people to grow, to improve. Every one of us is... Just a second, sorry. Every one of us has the ability to grow. But if you are kind of like in a game, just shouting out noob at somebody and saying that they're so far behind you, that's arrogance, and that's destructive. This is not going to permit that. If that starts to happen, we are going to avoid that fast. I do not want that to become what this is. I want it to be a place where people see people's growth over time. So by the way, next week we are doing that. There was a fella that I talked with about one of my stories. It was one of the first times I actually started mentioning about this stuff again after that run-in with extended relatives. And I was most hesitant to talk with him. And that was when I first realized that my isolation was finally starting to pay off. Now, like I said, I isolated. I grew in secret because I got so fed up of people ridiculing me. I thought, if I'm not able to be my own critic and help myself to grow, then I shouldn't be out there. Is that the best way to go about it? No. But you know what? It allowed for some very unique ideas to forge, and of which I've been working on those for the last couple of months now. It has been over a year that I've been working on some stuff behind the scenes. And when will that stuff come out? Very soon, or it'll start coming out very soon. And when it does, I'm going to be putting myself out there. Some people are going to like it. A lot of people are probably going to hate it. And I say hate because I realize that I'm a polarizing fella. The fact that I have as many people that tune in as I do is actually quite surprising to me, and also very encouraging, because until recently, I was the type of guy that people just kind of want to shun for most of the time. I was the guy that would be at a location and people would not really know what to do with me, so they just kind of be a bit standoffish. And when I would try and get involved, I would just kind of be not quite shown the door, but I would be just ignored. And when I would speak, there were a lot of people that realized that I had very strong values. Oh, what the? Deja vu. Uh-oh. Ho-ho! Huzzah! Should add me on Fortnite. You know, you actually have the ability to join these games if you so desire. I don't always mention about it, but all you have to do is be a part of the Discord. That is the only real requirement that we have. And once you've been there for basically until I get a chance to really kind of edit things on my end, then you can be able to jump in whenever you so desire. Godzilla wielding a sword. Mecha Godzilla. Terrifying sight, indeed. I could do the Blender challenge, but with a different app for mobile. Also, how do we use the models? How do we send the models? So now that's why it's actually, for this one, it's going to be a PC-driven thing. So what we do is we're going to be sharing screen. So we're going to be getting a chance to see people's techniques. Like right now, you can see my screen. Well, in the Discord, we're going to be switching back and forth between people's shared screen. That way we all get a chance to see the different techniques people are using. That's what happened last time, and it was a really neat kind of idea. Oh wow, he was actually way closer. He's actually in the city. That little squishy guy, there we go. Now, I don't know how we would do some of the other projects in kind of a challenge sort of aspect. I'd have to kind of think about that. Because I do think there is a way. I just don't currently have that way figured out. I'm kind of new to this whole concept of streaming a competition. Well, I take that back. I lie, okay? I actually did do a competition. I managed a competition, and that was 3 years ago now. And it turned out actually very well. We had some good success. People really enjoyed it. And I fully expect that we could pull something like that off again for Blender. Last one was for Fortnite. And I think that had merit, but Fortnite is not really a life skill. Whereas Blender is a skill you can be able to use for a long, long time. Polarizing? You don't live that close to the North Pole, do you? Well, we're close enough. I mean, we're closer than you are. I'm certain of that. Actually, it is interesting. When I was at college, I was the type of guy that people you either loved me or you hated me sort of person. most people would probably have put me into the couldn't stand me category. Now, what I learned in the whole process was how to temper myself, because the big thing is that I'm super passionate about the things that I believe and the way that I say it. That was my problem. I didn't know how to temper my words. I kind of stated what I believed and just kind of left it at that. I didn't leave room for discussion in some of my statements. Now, as time went on, I realized, you know what, I really do need to change this. And fortunately, things kind of really started turning around after college. These might be bots. Oh, that didn't turn out so well. Never mind, they're probably not bots. My brother is sleeping right now, so I don't think I can play. Also, after stream, I will join Discord. We will be definitely welcomed. Actually, that reminds me a little bit about how the Discord got started. So, a great many of the regular viewers were there, actually, for that time frame when I announced that, hey, we're going to be creating a Discord. Now, what I didn't really know is that was actually it wasn't a novel idea, but a lot of people were a bit surprised by that. They didn't quite know what to make of it. And I had to do a discussion with somebody, and they're like, hey, this is really, really neat that you got a Discord up and running. What's what inspired it? And I said, I mentioned that, well, everyone seems to have a Discord in the circles I've been in, so I just thought it was kind of par for the course. But there was another reason. I wanted a civil place where we could have deep, meaningful discussions without the feeling of that we had to kind of avoid the things that matter. So, for example, there was a Discord that I was in that really did not like having discussions about faith and religion. They were like, that's a big no-no. Another one didn't want anything that was political. That's understandable. But then there was other ones like, oh, well, you can't... It'd be other things as well that were all just very... You could say it was all the things that mattered. It couldn't be about family, for example. Oh, that hurt. So the Discord gave us that ability to have that happen. But there's one last thing. And this was the most important thing to me in terms of differences between Discords. The other ones were very, and I mean very uncivil. And it weirded me out, honestly. I had no idea what to make of all of that. because they would say the most insulting, infuriating things, and they alienated each other, and they didn't care. Now, some of the things I dare not ever say because of just how wildly offensive and inappropriate it was. Oh, wow. I got hit hard. Gonna crawl back to Mecha Godzilla. He's right behind me. Shoot, I was supposed to be deep and meaningful this whole time? Sorry, says BR Jason. Well, you know what I mean. The ability to be deep and meaningful. For example, there was a stream I was on in which I mentioned something about values. I said I can't do this because my values really are against this. I believe this is destructive. And it made people freak out. Like, how dare you insist that there is a right and wrong? Well, I don't necessarily claim to be following every last I don't claim to be legalistic or judgmental, but I do look at some things as problematic, especially in a public setting. So, for example, you will not hear me going into some of the raunchy humor that you will find in other streams, because I think that is very destructive. It's culturally degrading and is a humiliation to some people, especially people that you're trying to basically get under their skin, so to speak. And sometimes it is a sign there's something far darker going on. And I saw that firsthand. Welcome back, fam. I heard Godzilla is really a modified duck. And he kind of does look like a bit of a duck. He's got a bit of a bill. But so when some of these Discords that I was in started showing some of the more inappropriate stuff, I couldn't in good conscience use one of those as the kind of the foundation for having some of the streams I had going. I needed a place where that could kind of take place in isolation. Now, I almost had a moment where I was going to be working with some other people to make a group Discord. And I thought the group Discord was going to be the solution. Well, that was before the realization that some people that focus on very dark pastimes. Oh, we got a big monkey on the field. Get out of here, you monkey. That's right. Beat it. But when the time came to try and make a shift, I noticed that civility was damned with some of those folks. And it went from being a place where there was hope and the ability to kind of recover, kind of like an oasis, and very quickly degraded. And fortunately, that was not going to be the future of the streams. And that's when the secondary Discord, the one that I currently have, that was when that one really came about. It was the realization that I couldn't rely upon somewhere else to pull it off. What the? What a weird horn. Looks like a Megatron sort of transformer type of car. You should play Minecraft or any relaxing game. You know that it's not outside the realm of possibility. I won't discount that as a possibility in the future. Primarily need to focus on trying to get into art and animation. Fortnite, you know, it's kind of interesting. I was not a fan of Fortnite when I first saw it. In fact, I was one of the biggest advocates against Fortnite. Oh, Bastion, we got somebody nearby. But I ended up doing it because everybody else I knew, just like with the Discord, everybody else was doing it. And it's proven to be actually quite nice. It's something where you can kind of do it. It's laid back enough of a challenge, though, for competition. And also has swords. Now, we first got our streams going with Red Dead. Those were the very first real streams that took place. Up until then, I had done a little bit of Age of Empires. I had done some of this, but they were all tests. And doing the Red Dead roleplay was the first time I really got to lean hard into doing streams. Those were fun, honestly, but everything comes to an end, and those had to come to an end so that Milo could grow and become something different, something entirely unique and special. This is not good. I'm out. I'm coming back. Whoa! Okay, run, Bastion. Oh! Somebody's about ready to plaster us. Nicely done. It's like the most non-committal fight that we could have had. We're finding success, but someone's rebooting. I don't have a sword. Leapfrogging. Ah, phooey. Greetings there, Jess. How you doing? No! Oof. Let's see here. Oof. My sister made a snowman, and we got 5 inches of snow. Ah, you guys are still stealing our snow. Send it back, okay? We need some nice cold winter weather to kind of end off this very windy season. By the way, that's why I got rid of the snow in the background, because there's like no snow off that's like not on mountains right now. It melted on my brother and neighborhood kids knocked it over. Remember the college snowman story you told? Yes. Yes, indeed. There is Snowzilla. is a snowman that some Alaskans will create during the biggest snowfalls. And I believe they currently hold the record for largest snowman ever made. The first stream you were actually expecting... The first streams, you were actually expecting someone to be there, unlike the League ones where I'd scare you when I came into the chat. Yes, that was true. I was also doing the League streams as well. It was a, for those that weren't there for that, or haven't heard that story before, I was testing out stream elements for other streamers because that was part of my commission. I started streaming just so I could commiserate with them because I saw that they were having a lot of challenges, so I thought I'm going to learn how to do this. And I didn't expect anyone to show up. And then one day, I noticed that the number of stream viewers was not 1. And it actually hadn't gone back down to 1 for a while. For those that don't know, Twitch, it automatically gives you 1 viewer. That's yourself. And then you sometimes get a second viewer. That second viewer usually is short-lived because they realize who you are and they run away. I didn't know you always talked about civility. Most of us haven't been to Spain. Yes, indeed, we are Jason. No, he did it. Now run, save yourself, Godzilla. All right, he's hiding over there. Oof. Rashimase. Golly, it's close. But so after a few minutes of that kind of being the case, I just took it up to think that it was a bot because I had been hearing about the bot problem. Ah, shoot. But so after a while, I was like, this is a little bizarre. So I just assumed that it was a bot and didn't realize until I think it was like a stream or 2 later when suddenly, it was during that stream when Jess suddenly messaged and I was like, what in tarnation is going on here? And it really did kind of freak me out.
Well, it didn't help that you had to text the voice.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Yes, I did have the text to
every
speech.
time I came in.
Yes, and that was
okay, you'd be like, what?
It really was a surprising sort of experience. And it wasn't long, though, until like other people started showing up as well. And that was, I want to say it was about 2 weeks before
it went. My fault, too.
Yeah, no, I remember because you mentioned about that you went over to, I want to say it was Hailstorm stream and mentioned that, and or it was,
or in the other ones, like times I talked, it's like, well, yeah, it's like I was like, I went through and I found all the ones that they're talking about, you know, as part of the team, and I followed them so that if they were streaming when nothing else was, like I could watch and support.
Yep, and that was surprising me because you were one of the
group. That's what you should do.
Which was kind of interesting because that was actually how the whole business model was set up. That you were supposed to stream on the side to actually make your revenue to help offset the cost, and that was the only time. Maybe you noticed this, Jess, but I only got shouted out twice. And the one that when you actually responded, that was the first time. The second time was during the Red Dead streams, and never after that. It was it was very fortunate that honestly you latched onto it, because otherwise
they were my fault.
It would have, I literally would have actually kind of just faded into obscurity, probably a few days later when I finished my experiments.
Yeah, because one time I think it was they pulled you on during Mario Kart, but they had it where you were on, and I was like, well, Jack streams late at night. Like, why don't you go follow Jack? And then once I was like, yeah, go. And it's like, but it's all my fault.
Yeah, because I really was going to only do it for like 2 weeks, because I was just trying to test the system. I was just going to be showing up in like in the group streams. I wasn't going to try and do anything else. And that after that was when I started talking about doing the Red Dead streams with Beardo, trying to figure out how to kind of help him out with learning how to do some acting. But that wouldn't have happened, honestly, if people had not started showing up, just kind of period. So yes, I definitely put a lot of the blame upon you upon you in that sense. Not 100%. There was other things that were going on too, but I definitely put a good portion of that upon you.
Yeah, because you could just ignored it all, but
I heard about Snowzilla. It is really a modified snow duck. I hope you're having luck with the fires. Be safe. Yes, indeed. That's the fires. Huge problem. And I believe BR Jason mentioned he's outside of the range, but be sure to mention BR Jason if you end up being closer than what we realize. Still praying for your communities over there, because I know it has affected a lot of people. You have the ability to join in. Again, you have to join the Discord first before doing that. Just because I need to be able to keep the kind of the comms going. For people to be in the kind of the talking position, you just have to have a certain. You have to be a wolf level to be able to, an alpha level to really do that. But I still got to figure out some of the logistics on the back end, because I'm having a couple of glitches with that. But you are definitely welcome to participate whenever you see us on. And if we get more than people and we're able to do, then that's when we start rotating.
Are you going to the pickle plant?
Yeah, we went to there the other day and got, it was kind of disgusting, honestly. Was not a fan of that area. Kind of wish they would have done a wasabi field instead. I mean, actually, wasabi would be better for the mountain pass. For those that know wasabi, it's actually a fascinating plant. Definitely worth researching it a little bit. We were fine, but a couple of friends lost everything. One of my friends was spared, but 90% of the families at her son's school lost their homes. It is very sad. Thank you for your concerns. Well, be sure to mention BR Jason about anything in particular that we can be praying for, because it is for Alaska, it's a bit of a world away. We are, as you know, thousands of miles from your location. And even though that is the case, it is amazing how interconnected we all are, and we get a chance to actually hear about that stuff. But prayer has no borders, and it is much farther reaching than any plane. Or FEMA, for that matter. What's the Discord? So it should be listed in the video description. If it's not, then that means that it's bugged and I need to correct it. But it should be in the video description. And if it's not, be sure to tell me, because that means I need to correct it, because that means I've been assuming all this time it's there and it actually isn't. Boy, that wind is blowing hard. By the way, folks, again, if my signal cuts out, it is very possible, by the way, for that. Just assume that that I lost power or lost internet. Right now, the wind is strong enough, it probably could knock a car off the road.
Oh, shoot.
Oh no.
I got distracted. I should have stayed in the building while I was being distracted. I heard
Where
a
you get
vehicle
shot
coming.
from?
I thought it was just Bastion coming. It was from
he got him.
behind the building.
Oh. Thank you. Please pray for us. It's really bad. It's going to be forgotten soon. We're very concerned about the rain coming. That's always caused multiple mudslides after fires. Severe mudslides after fires. Oh, dang. That's actually a good point.
At least everybody's going to be heading towards Seaport right now.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. If only it was cold winter weather that was blowing in right now. Right now it's just warm summer weather. I like this emote.
We had earlier this week, feels like minus 17.
I wouldn't be surprised. I saw that you all were supposed to get to negative 20 in many parts of the country, so it's completely possible that you did get that low.
And then, was it Wednesday night?
Forgotten by people who don't live here. Yeah, I think, BR Jason, you have a lot of people right now in the current administration who are paying attention. So I think that you will not be as forgotten as some other times in our culture's history. Just a second here. I'm going to check something. Okay. So, with the... Let's see here. Someone's over there just before...
No one's gone into the portal yet?
What?
Or is my screen just bugging because I was knocked? I'm still seeing at the top, rush to the portal, enter the portal.
Go to it. I want to give this a try. I just assumed that we wouldn't be able to reach it in time. But if everyone's dead over there...
Maybe people are waiting to get to wanting someone to become Godzilla so that they can be the one to do the most damage.
Maybe. So I want to give it a shot. So I'm not gonna... I was hoping to grab that. My bad. Rush to the portal. We're almost there. Someone's up there. Oh, shoot. That didn't turn out so well. Dagnabbit. Ooh.
Anyone supply drop? I have happen.
Dang, that hurts. Oh, golly. He's focusing, mate. I'm down.
Supposed to aim for the shards. The spines, I guess. Oh yeah, I did 450.
Shards do a ton of damage.
And you knock them off, and if you get them, you get dashes. It showed up on my screen about where it went. A real quick team, but I didn't see where. You have any health?
Nope. I'm down.
You're gonna be...
Yeah. Yep. Just run.
Alright, well.
Yeah, the fact that this president comes to visit now, so long after the crisis, this does suggest what you are saying. Yeah, the what's the portal thing? The only thing I heard about it was that you shouldn't get your hopes up about any cake there. You know, I wish there was cake. Instead, you just get a big, stinky, hairy, slimy lizard. So when we were getting the stream started back in the day, there was a moment in which I mentioned to somebody that there would be a chance I would have to stop the streams, and it had to do with the fact that after a couple of days, I was expecting I was going to have a whole lot of work that was going to make it so that I couldn't do the streams, period. But the work never came.
Well, I hit a shard.
See, I was being hired during that time frame to... The link is expired or invalid. Oh, okay. Well, let me see what my server settings are.
I dropped one in the chat. Shoot.
Let me
So unless I should have had the power to be able to.
Let me
let me get a link.
Let me see what the link is currently set up as. Huh. Why is it not listed like that? Okay, I'm gonna put in copy link. Okay, we're gonna post this in the chat. Oh, wait a minute. That's not it. Okay, right here.
Reboot.
Copy and paste. What the?
The one at the box cards is just inside the circle.
Your invitation link expires after. Oh, okay. Okay. Generate new link. Let's try this now.
Biceps. They got me.
Why?
You want me to drop the medallion, Bastion? So you can get dashes?
Use copy button. All right, I'm going to drop from the call. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, folks, I think I figured out what's going wrong with that link. They had an update, and the current link expired, a long time ago. So I'm restarting Discord. We're going to try this again. I changed the settings already, but it doesn't want to copy the link. Have I mentioned that I'm not an expert when it comes to Discord? I'm just merely somebody who learns along the way and tries to get better and better at it, little by little. Hello again, folks.
Hello.
All right, now let's try and copy this. 1, 2, 3, paste. Oh, come on. Well, we're going to go back to lobby. I'm going to do this via phone, see if this works. Because right now, the desktop app doesn't want to do this. I could have sworn that it was like... that it was functioning until... well, really for a while now. But apparently, according to Discord itself, it is disabled. Alright, copy link. Alright, so we're going over to the YouTube video, because right now I don't have Restream enabled on my phone. What the? Godzilla skin claim. Look at that. Alright. Posting this over here. Pressing the live button over here, and 3, 2, 1, bingo. Look at that. Success. It only took like a full 2 minutes to do or something like that. All right, so now it is a permanent link. I turned it on as being permanent a long time ago. Back when I said that we were going to open up the Discord. Apparently, as with many things in Discord, I messed it up. Typical. By the way, folks, how has the first few weeks of 2025 been going for you?
Not bad.
Are the I know that at least my local Walmart business seems to be up right now, almost as much as it was during the Christmas season. I don't know what it's like down there with at your place, but mine's at least fairly busy. I don't know why.
Busy enough, but we were kind of slow earlier this week when it was so cold.
I was actually surprised. I actually saw 4 registers open at my place. The number of registers that we've had that were like that is not been that good in a long time. All right, let's see here. Edit roles. Okay, now I'm going to give just a little bit of a clarification for a fan here. Well, first off, welcome to the Discord. Hope that you have a great experience through it. Second off, right now your role is still being developed. Wow, that wind is strong. Your role is still being developed. You're going to have a little bit of a glitch right now, I think. Let me double check what the current permissions are. Because I want to say that I fixed it, but it might have some problems. So we have right now 3 levels in the Discord. We have Pup, we have Wolf, and we have Alpha. Right now, most people are Alphas because they've been around for a long time in most cases. We have about 15 Pups right now. I don't think they're all online, or I think some of them have graduated. But I'm trying to make sure that there's like a process. If you've been there for a certain amount of time, it kind of shows. I've not figured out how to do that by default. So I will say there's a bit of a challenge with that right now. All right, let's see right here. All right, so yes, it seems like that is good. Missions. Add in there. All right. Should be good there. All right, I'll go back and double check that at a later date, but you should have access to an area that says greater community. Going to assume that it's probably it should be working, but if it's not, then be sure to mention it. All right. Why is it taking so long for this matchmaking to work? Oh, I see. We're waiting for Jess.
Oh, I was sorry. Because you were doing all that stuff, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, that's actually probably for the best because I was trying to troubleshoot, so that was perfect because that way it gave me a chance to double check that if there was a bug on my end. Seems to have been resolved. Up here in Alaska, we've been told that there is a flood warning right now, along with a severe wind warning, along with an avalanche warning, along with a... Okay, those are the 3 main warnings. But every one of them has happened, like, every day for the last few days. And right now we're in the severe wind and avalanche warning.
At least you don't have earthquake worry. Possibly earthquake with it too. That's the only thing you're missing.
Oh, man. I can't remember. Did I tell you about when the earthquake hit a couple years ago? The big one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that you didn't really realize for sure what was happening, and that messed your system up even though it didn't actually fall.
Sorry, say that again.
Computer.
Oh, yeah.
Your computer didn't fall, but the shake messed up something sensitive inside.
Yeah, so when the earthquake took place, the walls flexed back and forth, and it hit everything like a baseball bat. And it just went flying across the room, except for my PC, my monitors, and the brand new television that my brother and I had bought. And it was hanging by its cable at a 45-degree angle, about ready to fall over. My neighbor lost all of their fine dishware. It was just destructive. But we had 400 plus earthquakes in a very short amount of time afterwards. I think in total there was about 1,000 aftershocks. It was really unnerving. And I told my brother, it's like, You know, I could deal with the earthquake, but all these aftershocks have been something where you're just like quivering. You're waiting for it to happen. I'm not really sure what the...
Dad.
Oh, yes. Wonderful, thank you. Wonderful sword. Mm-hmm. It is working. Are you okay? I hear about the winds. I am now waiting on my Discord email. Discord email. Discord email. An avalanche, be safe. Fortunately, I'm nowhere near the avalanche area, but I know a lot of people that they have to drive by it. So yes, it is something where, who would have thought that right now, with there being no snow on the ground, there'd be so much snow in the mountains. Oh, yes, that would be more preferred. So much snow in the mountains that you would have to be careful about avalanches, which the mountain nearby does have actually quite a bit of chance of that happening.
Okay, can I find something that is not a light ammo weapon? Finally. No. Crap, that one always throws me off.
By the way, folks, tomorrow we're going to be doing a little bit more Fortnite, but we're going to primarily be doing some more work on the fonts. We're very close to having it done. It's taken me way longer than it should have to get this all done, but it's the first font that I've really put in like some real effort into, so it's to be expected. New things for me always take a while.
You guys you like the hunting rifle?
Godzilla portal. Where is it? Ah, dagnabbit. So far away.
Because I found a hunting rifle.
I'll pass on the hunting rifle. I have one already. I will take the ammo. Yes. Wonderful. Wait a minute. What was that sound? Is that the radio around here, or was that a demon llama?
Don't.
It's the radio. There's a radio at this place apparently. Intercom.
No. Yeah, it'd help if I turned out the game sound. I had it turned down. It was being a little weird earlier, and
building shaken again. Ugh. You know, there has actually been people with homes that have been torn apart. Oh. Oh, wow. You're moving really fast throughout city. That's goofy. Can't even keep up with all the destruction. But we've actually had some buildings that have been blown to pieces. One of the worst areas to be is for, in terms of wind, is the Aleutian Islands, which, by the way, is a discussion we had recently on Dadmian's stream. There's a 3-hour... Oh, we'll say it was like a lecture on the Aleutian Islands. So if you want to learn something about one of the lesser known parts of Alaska, it is a good stream to be able to get the basics.
Got Godzilla.
Yeah, they're way too far away for us.
Okay, these have to be bots.
Yep. Bots really like to land here.
because we're shooting them, and they just keep fighting each other. They don't shoot us. I've learned that seems to be bots.
Yep. Especially when you're right next to them and they can't hit you. And they're using a weapon that should be super
I'll be
fast
like
firing.
right next to them, shooting them, and they'll just keep shooting each other instead of shooting me.
Bots are so intelligent. Watch out, folks. The AI is too cunning for us. I'm about to go to sleep. Have a good night. Same to you, fan. When is the next stream? It is going to be basically 24 hours from now. Well, a little bit less because, you know, we'll start earlier, but 24 hours roughly, something like that. That reminds me, I need to solidify the time for the start time for the competition. I think I know when it's going to be best to do it, but yeah, I'm going to have to verify with the guys that have currently said that they want to do it. For all I know, it could actually be something where people don't have the time for it, and it just becomes a tutorial session.
Ooh.
Hopefully it's not the case, but
It
I
sounds like Godzilla came to us.
He's still halfway across the map.
You sure? He's awfully loud.
Yeah, look at the map right now.
Wow.
He's quite a ways away.
I was hearing the thump thump and the roar like he had to be nearby.
Yep. That's a player.
Got heartburn.
Well, at least he's honest about his condition. Okay, so the person who did Godzilla is still going, it seems. Wow. They are not being
They're heading
eliminated very
towards
fast.
Loot Lake. I think they're about to stop being Godzilla soon, though, maybe. I think it's like about a couple minutes.
Yeah, I thought it was like 2 minutes, but apparently it's a little bit longer.
It could be 2 to 3, I think it depends. I know like about 3.5 minutes in. It'll happen.
So it's longer.
Ah. Yeah, because
Yeah,
when I heard 2
well, they
minutes,
keep
I thought that
playing
was
with-
ridiculous how little that was. Interesting, the sky turns darker when you do that. By the way, folks, it would be much appreciated if you would consider liking the stream. And if you dislike it, I will accept that too, because you know what? That means that you're likely a real human being and not a bot. Refreshing water. By the way, Alaska, this is not something that people talk about a whole lot, but Alaska has a lot of really good clean water. And one of the things that I have become very accustomed to is the amount of clean water that we do have. I can drink it out of the faucet, no problem. And I still have a filter because just kind of habit, you could say, and also because you never know. You still want to have a little bit of protection from what they put in the water system. but it is so clean. And honestly, very tasty too. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized that the ping that Bastion did.
The lock on?
Yeah, the lock on.
I've got 3 med kits for when you get out.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Unless you just want to use the fire and the barrels and save the med kits.
Couldn't reach it in time. Phooey. I'll just use this instead. Alright. Coming your way now.
There's fire and barrels, but there's also
You know, I prefer fire.
an extra med kit over here.
What the? It burned down too fast.
What?
The fire
Dang,
burned
yeah,
down.
that did burn down fast.
That's peculiar.
So I guess they nerfed fire by making it take storm damage, but I guess they accidentally nerfed it too much.
Oh, that
Hey,
would make
it wasn't
sense.
even in the storm.
Well, we found
And
a
really,
bug,
they
folks.
shouldn't play with it too much in zero build. I could see in field mode where you can stoke it and relight it, but you can't do that in zero build.
Fire is already a tough one to try and use in zero build. I mean, there's not many places you can utilize it. I'm going to come and pick you up because Bastion's fighting somebody right behind you.
And then I slid down. You're coming up. Oop.
We're going to catch up with them.
Well, Bastion's driving in this car.
Okay. It's traveling by portal.
There they are.
Where did he go? Come back here, Snoop Dogg. You're a villain. You need to stop smoking your weed every day.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, they ran. Wait, what? Oh, lo and behold.
Don't you see the ping next
Yep,
to the
I see
bot?
Yep, and right here, too. What sparked the ping?
The bot?
Oh, the bot did that. Okay, I see.
Are we there or not?
Oh, golly.
There we go.
They're on the mountain. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. Careful, Jess. They're probably going to come down here. Yep, they are.
Bye-bye.
Ah, it's so close. Well done.
Ah!
Don't perish. Oh, dang.
Hey, I took 2 out.
Yes.
And that's someone else. Because when I shot the one who was at you, it said eliminated right away. Not now. So that's why I wasn't worried.
Yeah.
I should have been careful. There's always someone waiting to third party.
That was a tough one all the same.
I got your card though.
Indeed. Let's see if what Bastion's able to pull off. 6 people.
I bet someone's probably got the Godzilla medallion, which means they can dash.
All right, here we go for round 2. Oh, shoot. Wasn't fast enough. That storm is not doing a lot of damage. There, now it is. Ah.
Oh! Right at under the ledge. The hills, I didn't see him. That was pretty much one shot anyways, because I took a lot
Nicely
of damage
done.
flying in.
There's a replacement sword right next to my card. Two players. No, not the car. Nice.
Oh, a quad launcher from the...
Good holdouts there, Bastion. If I hadn't been sniped on landing, we might actually had a chance there, because Bastion just cleaned up a lot of them.
12.
Nice job on the 6 there, Jess.
Yeah, well, we came... Since this one, we came across a few of those spots, so that probably...
Oh, look, Mothra. Boy, that's pretty freaky looking. But
Yeah.
still not as freaky as, like, the skull or something like that.
As a flying thing, no, that one's probably one of the worst ones. Oh, no, thank you.
So tomorrow is going to be, hopefully, a productive day for me. I keep writing on a story, and it has been fun. But man, I have had to go back and do a lot of edits. I think I'm getting close to a first draft, but we will see. It might take a little bit longer because of my full-time work again. By the way, that does raise a kind of a question with some of the week streams. Now, back when I was first getting started, there were a couple of times when I would do streams, I would say in the title, like 1.5 hours of streaming Fortnite or something like that. I had hard time frames I was able to do it. And I started to kind of get rid of those after the freelance stuff came to an end. Now, I might actually be bringing that concept back. I don't know what days it will be. I don't know what the activities will be. But that is on my mind because the longer streams are a little tough to do during the week. But 1 hour streams don't tend to go over very well. I will definitely say that. Usually there is a time frame that a stream has to be going before people start to notice that you're online. And that time frame tends to be 20 to 30 minutes. And so basically that would be something where it would basically be me carrying on ramblings, which at that point is kind of par for the course, I know. But at that point, it's like, well, why even bother turning on the camera? And if that could slow down the productivity. So I don't know what days that will happen. I don't know how often, or even that I'll be doing it, period. But just so you know, that has been going around in the back of my mind. All right, I want to try and get Godzilla this time. It tends to be around the inner circle area. So
there's certain locations. I forget where.
I'm going to utilize
except I guess
a car sort of strategy.
Someone's noticed. I don't know how accurate is that. If you have the one where you see Kong during the boss, you know they're guaranteed you're going to get Godzilla, and I guess he seems to always be by the seaport, the one by seaport.
Oh, interesting.
Right now, this weekend, Godzilla's 100% chance.
Yeah, if you get Kong, Godzilla's 100%, and someone thinks that...
Right now, they changed Godzilla's chance to 100% for the weekend right now.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'll be using the car to get closer to it.
Someone landed here.
Yeah, it's a marshmallow. And his buddy.
Okay, I'm not shooting a marshmallow.
Marshmallow's down.
Are you trying to pull a dead man?
No. Well, not yet.
Well, you're driving around and I see explosion at the gas station.
All right, for Dad Man's sake. Okay, folks. Let me see here. I'm gonna.
If you're doing that, hold on.
Start.
Let me get a car out of the way for safety. All right, and park this car over here for safety. Well, SUV.
Get rid of that. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to have to come from this angle. The goal is to get over the building. just test this right here.
Which
I'm
one?
going to have to actually relocate this wall. In other words, destroy this wall. Okay, perfect. All right, folks. As taught by Dadman, petroleum must end.
Oh, you didn't fight. You gotta like keep going
Fail.
while you're driving through them.
Well, it stopped me. Ugh.
Oh, it's throwing you backwards.
Yep.
Still
I
really
failed.
good closing, Godzilla.
Okay. I'm driving. I'm driving. Here we go.
I'm in.
300 meters? Is that really that close?
Yeah, right there.
Oh no. Someone already get it?
Yep.
Oh. Dagnabbit.
You want to damage Godzilla or just run away?
I'm just gonna run away. I don't have any gear.
I don't have much I can give.
Oh,
I have
thank you.
these.
I'll just take this right here. Oh, he's looking at us. He's gonna shoot.
Ah!
Yeah, he's focusing us. He is
I
focusing
think it's
me.
focusing me mainly.
Shoot. That's unfortunate.
Bash and just
Stupid
run
lizard.
if you can. Where are you crawling to?
I'm gonna grab your card. All right. Big freaky monster. Oof. Well, I missed out on the Doom thing, and I have a feeling I'm probably going to miss out on this guy. Just because so many people are going to go for it. You have to really be right next to it, it seems. And 300 meters is not close enough. Last 2 games ago, we could have done it. I just thought for certain somebody else would have gotten it.
Yeah, me too.
So I didn't even bother, even though we were...
But it's always been by... Those
Yeah.
2 times it's been by Seaport. Maybe we should land Seaport?
Yes, definitely. Or maybe not land
I
Seaport,
remember-
but go immediately
Like
to
near,
Seaport.
yeah.
Ooh, banana. A giant banana. Put it under Godzilla's feet. He'll slip and fall to his death. Godzilla repelled. If only it was that easy. In real life. You know, it's fairly nice, actually, when you think about the fact that we don't have to worry about a giant Godzilla-like creature. But our ancestors did, and it was called dinosaurs. I wonder what it was like for them to have to encounter them, or if they pretty much just kind of kept their distance. I don't know, but I do know that the reports of, like, native folks who claim to have encountered dinosaurs tended to be fairly they kind of treated them more like glorified pets. I saw one story where it was like they were trying to tame them, and it just wasn't quite effective. But there's some explorers that sent back reports to the old world that they had encountered Native Americans who actually had them as pets. Greetings there, Bizmaster. How are you doing, sir? Oh, no.
There we go, eliminated. And I just put in the voice chat
What?
screenshot of a thing from an article from, looks like, I guess, Reddit. Community figured out the 7 spots that the portal will spawn at.
Okay, we're going to use that as a reference. You see chickens. Chickens! I don't see any chickens around here. Although I have seen spruce chickens. Up here in Alaska, I was looking out of my window, my second-story window, at a house that I was living at, and I saw something weird up in a tree. It was right outside the window, and I couldn't make heads or tails of it. And then I realized, oh, it's a spruce chicken, a bird that basically is a chicken that lives in a tree.
Do we just want to buy a rift off Sushi Durburger guy?
We could. That means I have to leave this banana right here. There we go.
By me.
Buy a banana. Wait a minute. Did he have a golden item? He did. Okay, go and take that. Them chickens are scary dinosaurs. Alright, ready.
Is Bastion coming this way too?
I think we're on the clear. He's near the edge of the storm. Chickens will do that naturally when they don't have a coop. They'll become raging dinosaurs. How's the card game going, Bizmaster? Any updates?
I have a medkit Bastion if you want it. I'm trying to avoid saying off the demon guy who just around. Oh no, wait, you're good.
No sleeping trees.
Jeff, did you get a medkit?
Yeah, I have a medkit. I also have some shield.
Okay.
Actually, if you want to see the closest thing to a living raptor, like, look at a cassowary. They have useless They have useless claws hidden in their feathers. Oh, interesting. I've heard of the animal before, but I've not actually seen that photo. Seen a photo of something like that. The wind keeps banging against my window. You know, Alaska, we have our own dinosaur story. The monster of, what was it? Partridge Creek monster. That was it. A very interesting one, actually. And honestly, I don't know if I believe it or not. But I do know that it's definitely an exciting story. Oh, light speed, you're a little slow.
Oh, there's something gold. Railgun, there's legendary railgun.
Vehicle damage. Nicely done. They're hurting. I wish I had some speed. Be right back. This is an Australian or New Zealand animal living in jungle brush. Lives in the jungle brush. Ah. That explains why I'm not as familiar with it.
We get them?
Let me I think they fled. Stand by just a second. I want to see what this bird looks like. Oh, I remember that bird. Interesting.
Void mask.
For those that do not want to do the internet search, Kasawari. Wait a minute, what happened here? Restream just shut down. Just a second, folks. We'll be back. Okay, here we go. Okay, why is Restream down? Did I lose connection? No, it doesn't look like it. Shows me it's still live.
I don't have the stream going, so I don't.
Okay.
I don't have to deal with an echo, so I don't know.
It looks like it's still live. Okay. So for those that don't know about some of the legends of our great Arctic dinosaur, there's a story. Oh, thanks, BR Jason, for the verification. There's a story of a community that was in the Yukon, and they receive some weird reports of a creature, and people don't know what it is, and so they send out a hunting party, and they see a lizard-like creature that has weird frost all around it, probably clinging onto hair-like fibers.
What's up?
Yep, someone's right there.
Oh, I just missed hitting them.
And as the story goes, it had just recently hunted a caribou, and it was in the process of trying to consume it. Oh, he's running.
There's another vehicle driving around over here. I'm seeing the alert.
It's almost
thing
blown
for
up.
it. Meh.
So this creature was about 50, well, it was like 40 to 50 feet at max, like head to tail. So a decent size, but not like one of the largest creatures to have ever lived.
Oh, that's a bot.
But it was big for the Arctic. And people were kind of curious, is it possible that a creature like that could even live in the Arctic? And at which point I would say yes. Yes, it was completely possible. Was it likely? I don't know. I wasn't the witness. Do I believe it could have happened? Yes. Did it? Do I believe that it was likely? Not likely, but the people that cited it were certain that of what they claimed to have seen. But did the story get exaggerated? Possibly. Now I'm more inclined to believe some of the dinosaur stories I hear out of places like Africa or Indonesia. I'm looking around. I think they're up top. Thank you. They're looking down. Ah, shoot. I mean, not shoot. They shot. Ah, blast. Now, there's some stories out of Indonesia that I am certain. Indonesia and New Guinea, that I'm like certain there's something there. Same thing with Africa. There's a story about a creature, a dinosaur-like creature that doesn't really fit any of our models or theories or fossil record. But yet it seems like there are some yet to be discovered reptilian predators. Now I believe there's going to be mysteries in our world till the end of time. We will not find all the creatures that live on this earth, but I think we'll get pretty darn close. Oh, they're invisible. Well, good, they're running. Nice. You scared them away, Jess.
Okay, 3 other people across 2 teams. So a 2 and a 1.
I didn't realize we were at the end game. There he is, the dinosaur. Kill it. Good job, broke the shield.
Ah, shoot, they've got a bot.
Good shooting.
Doing white damage. Ah. Is that railgun from behind or in front?
He used the railgun from in front. He just shot the tree down.
Yeah, it was the way it was like lining up through the tree. I'm like, wait, where is he coming from?
Well done. Got to second place. Something. I think we're going to do one more. And this one I really want to try and get the Godzilla. Have you seen the almost completed Nodosaurus that we found in the 2000s? So cool. Best preserved dinosaur with skin and everything. Yes, I have seen that. Now, it may not look like it, but I actually spent a lot of time studying dinosaurs and other either past creatures from the past in one way or another. I actually worked for a museum for a while as an intern. Now, I took my job very seriously, and I spent a lot of time trying to pore over documents and whatnot, and study it through documentaries, and it was a lot of fun. Honestly, I really did enjoy it. But there are some mysteries in the fossils that we find that are absolutely stunning, and it's going to take a long time to kind of figure out some of these mysteries. And sometimes we come across something we think for certain we know it's one way, and then years later we get completely turned around when we realize that we misinterpreted something. It happens all the time. Human beings are going to be flawed with our research. It's going to happen. And sometimes you come across something like the dinosaur skin that actually is so well detailed and preserved, it actually turns the entire scientific world on its head, and we don't even know what to do with it. And so I think that dinosaur discovery is one of the biggest ones of the last 2 decades. Now, there's another one recently.
In between 4 of them.
Oh, okay. I'll follow you, Jess.
You got the 2 by Seaport, and then the 2 a bit south of that. So I figured that.
Yes. Good idea.
Fields is like in between 4 of them, which gives us the most chance.
Yes, and also it's nearby a gas station, so we can be able to get a car to get there faster. Perfect. The other big discovery is the soft tissue that they have found. That is so wild. It has given us the ability to see something into the cell structure that would have been impossible through rock. So yeah, it's incredible, some of the things they've been finding.
We got someone else coming in.
They're bots. Thankfully.
Isn't there still the one that you can hire over at these?
Irashimase. Thank you.
Oh, I found a lock on.
Sensational. Ooh. Kong lounging on a beach. Even a Titan needs a moment to relax. That's great. By the way, folks, we've hit a point where I want to just, before the stuff kind of starts going down again, we have the Blender Challenge. That is going to be taking place next week. This is the first time we're actually pulling off a major event in like 2.5, 3 years. Biggest event. Will it be big for this first time around? Probably not. But it's going to be big-ish in the sense of that it's going to have the chance to grow and get bigger and better as time goes on. Wait, there's no vehicles around here. That's weird.
Well, Bastion's on a bike.
It's just kind of weird. There's no cars either. Oh, there's a car. Way off in the distance.
Not common, but it happens sometimes.
All right. The crystallized tissue That the female found. Uh-oh.
Where's the portal?
Oh, darn
Of
it. It's
course.
too far away. Dagnabbit. Well, maybe tomorrow I'll be able to become Godzilla.
Well, could pretty much do like land here every time.
Yes,
And then-
we're going to do that as a strategy. I like it. Where's that lock-on
Like I
pistol
said,
from?
we're in between. I picked it up, so I didn't know if you were coming over here.
Yeah, I was trying to find a vehicle to...
In case we
Move
had to get
around.
running, I grabbed it
Yeah.
so that I could take it.
Wonderful. Thank you. So the
Sebastian?
crystallized tissue that the female scientist found a way to soften with a chemical process. Yeah, that was awesome. Fancy BMX tricks. Yes. This game is about gimmicks and shenanigans, and this counts as shenanigans. We're not
Well, that
hardcore
took a while
players.
for someone to show up as Godzilla.
Yeah. If it was maybe half the distance, we could have made it.
I think because you don't have to do the Godzilla specific quest for to get him, I don't think people are as worried about it.
See, I just want to do it so I can, have the fun of it. Run around and try and
Well,
stop
and help
things
you
into
get the
oblivion.
levels. Well, and it's also saying that Godzilla Quest in January 31st at 2 a.m. on the low quest tab thing, which is weird. Because usually that thing goes till the end of the season.
Yep. BR
Unless
Jason
it's bugged
says,
in the info.
Jason says, "Hey y'all, I gotta go. Talk to you later." Same to you, BR Jason.
Bye.
Stay safe out there.
And
Put
if
out
you
any
can-
fires when you see them. We'll keep praying for you and your communities. Ooh,
Oh,
she was able to
What-
land that.
what do you think of the anime they added into the shop?
Which
The
anime?
kaiju. The
Oh.
kaiju skin? Kaiju number 8 or something like that?
I will have to take a look at that. I did not take a look at the shop. We'll do that before things get closed out.
I guess it was the manga's big, the anime itself is like only had like one season or something like that. It's still kind of early. Because like one of the leaker videos, so it's like they knew it's like they're finding stuff in the files. I kind of let you know this is gonna be coming. Like it seems a little weird since it's not big right now. But then like they said, but then again, yeah, the manga's been big, and we are doing a season with kaiju, with Godzilla, so it kind of makes sense to have in the Godzilla season.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of them has the thing where you kind of. Does anybody want to carry some 50 pots? I need 50 pots. Because I've got 3 mech hits and 4 splashes, so I figured leave the 50 pots. But there's 2 50 pots over there.
So there's a picture over here of King Kong holding Peely in his hand and saying, "Nana Nana." Mm-hmm. Yep. Feed the monkey. And he's even pointing a thumb at himself, saying, "Yep, I'm protein or okay, me a potassium."
Did you find a fight?
Yeah, it's somebody pretty simple, it seems. Yeah, feels like a bot. Hotel blankets. By the way, I've been wanting to do my next Japanese class, but I've had to put that on hold. I'm gonna have to carry that on in the summer or in next fall, because right now things are just too busy. I'm trying to get a couple of projects finalized, and I realized I had last semester I spent about 100 hours working on Japanese minimum. And so I gotta do, I really need to channel that amount of effort into projects, because I need to get some of these projects done. Then I'll have the chance to go back and finish up the Japanese. I at least have the foundation, and that was the most important thing to me.
Yeah, because that's the language that's going to be really hard to try and, like, keep up teaching yourself. When I've heard about it, where sometimes it's just a slight intonation with how you say a word completely changes the meaning.
Fortunately, it's not as bad as Chinese. Because yes, it is a challenge, but Chinese is a nightmare by comparison to learn. I'm still listening to like Japanese speech and Japanese music to try and get better at it. But I need to definitely take some time to actually like study the more sentence structures. Sword? Nah, phooey. No sword.
He wasn't actually killed, I think, just kind of took off. I came over in a vehicle, didn't I? Did he like semi-SUV flying or something?
I think it was back there.
Was it way up there?
Oh, someone's over there. Buffering. Oof. Dang, I forgot to wear a helmet. I remember the... Oh! By the way, it's a good thing this is the last round, because right now I'm starting to have some internet glitches. That makes me think that things are going to get unstable with this wind. It keeps blowing outside, and chances are I'm going to lose power here, or nothing else, lose internet connection.
The flamingo bird. The two of them, and I think they both have swords.
Okay. Yep. I took out the third of their flamingo crew. Oh, they're over there. He's over there.
Ah! They keep pissing off my butt. I told her to come revive. She came sit by me, and then she started.
Well, lock-on pistols is definitely a great way to take down the sword players. Man, they lost a lot of good gear there.
Yeah, geez. They took out a bot then. A boss because they have the night rose.
Yep. They took out... where is it now? Where they get the teleporting... the gold teleporter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the night rose. They got the night rose SMG.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I found people.
Well, he's gone.
That was just one, okay.
Yep. Might have been a bot. Oh no, almost out of fuel. Hey, this place looks familiar.
There's fights going on the island. So I think that's where the shots are coming from.
15 players left. Somebody's over here, it seems.
I think I just saw somebody.
Uh-oh. Lizard fish. Anonymous.
There's a fire only mask.
I'm gonna be using the teleporting one, so if someone wants to... Oh, someone's here. Well done.
Pay attention to the circle.
Just took out a banana. Oh, yeah! Victory! Huzzah! We actually end on a victory. That hasn't happened for a while. It's been like the last couple of days that we've played this. It has been really brutal. So fancy that. Well, folks, I'm going to be signing off here. Oh, yeah, shop. Thanks for the reminder there. Shop. Ooh, V-Bucks. Oh, boy. All right, shop. Kaiju bundle. Kafu Kibino. Hibino. Kafka. Oh, that wind is howling. Sorry, that just really took me by surprise. I don't think I've heard about this group before. Then again, there's a lot of anime I'm unfamiliar with.
Yeah. They said it's I guess the anime show is just getting like started. It's only like a season or something. It's not really been big yet. But it was a very popular manga first.
By the way, there are a lot of manga artists out there, and I saw a fascinating documentary about them and some of the struggles they have to deal with. It's fascinating. Honestly, I pity them. They have to make so much content in a very fast amount of time. That demon look is freaky. Ugh. Man. Not a fan of that look there, you demon, you. But I guess that kind of fits with the story, I'm sure. Just that kind of exaggerated jaw right there. Something else. Have you heard about the anime outside of just this game?
No, just I don't really keep up with anime stuff anyway, so but yeah, it was Fire Monkey. He's a couple days ago was talking about, I guess, like stuff was found in the files, and he goes, anime itself's not big. Like there's other bigger anime that people want, but anime with kaiju in the name, and we have a kaiju season because we have Godzilla. It makes sense.
Yeah, let me pull up this manga. I want to take a look at what the original artwork looks like. All right. Okay. Ooh. That's a unique one, all right. All right, so here is the manga. It honestly kind of fits with some Japanese stories I've heard. I don't know what type of anime is like really top tier. I don't have a whole lot of time to watch anime, but I know some people, they are like deep into all sorts of shows, and I tried getting into some of them. My limitation usually is the Japanese storytelling structure. Some Japanese know how to tell stories like no other, and others kind of suffer from some of the hindrances of their own culture. And as a result, some of the stories can be a little hard to follow. That was definitely the case for some of the anime that I've seen. Although, that being said, now that I know the basics of the language, I wonder if I would look at them in a different light, because I would start hearing different words and sentences that would start to carry some of the meaning that maybe doesn't translate very well into English. I know there was one story. Let me see here. What was that one? Oh, yes. Tsubasa Chronicles. This was the first anime I got introduced to outside of the stories of Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or some of the other famous ones that came out during the 90s, at least for America. And now I never got into One Piece, although I knew it existed. But in the story, there is a reference to, I believe they call it White Day. And basically it is the reversal of Valentine's Day. And so someone's supposed to give a Valentine's Day gift, and then as a kind of like a payback, you're supposed to have White Day. Or I don't remember the culture behind it. It's been like 15 years since I first heard about it. But I heard about it through the translation of Tsubasa Chronicles. Now, I watched the American dub of it after I saw the Japanese sub version of it, and they removed that reference entirely. And I found that a bit strange, but I think it was because it would take way too much time to try and translate it to where they just like, let's just skip it. So I wonder if some of the anime that I've seen in the past, the ones that were too confusing for me, if understanding the culture will reverse some of my opinions of them. I know that American films kind of are that confusing for people of other nations too. I always wonder what people think of our films as a result. By the way, thanks folks for participating. Have a good evening, Bastion and Jess. And we'll chat with you all later.
You too.
To those of you who are out in the streaming world right now, if you want to see more streams like this, or if you want to support some of the projects that we have, consider liking. I know these streams sometimes can be maybe not what the average person kind of is looking for. I know that a lot of people game. This is not about gaming. This is about community building and discussions and stories, whatnot. If you find any of that interesting, consider liking and sharing if you so desire. We are going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing some art for the font that we're making, and also going to do a little bit more of this. Hopefully getting the chance to actually be Godzilla tomorrow. Until next time, folks, have a very pleasant evening. Because there is not enough people for a raid, we are going to skip that part. Have a blessed evening and morning, everybody. Be civil to one another, and we'll see you next time. And just one last reminder, next week, the Blender Challenge. This is not going to happen on Alaska Man Jeff channel. This is probably going to happen on Castercraft, because I realize it's going to draw a certain type of audience, and they might not be too keen on some of the other stuff we have going on here. So we're going to probably separate that. But until then, folks, have a very blessed evening.